In this series, we have been discussing the reexamination process before the California Department of Motor Vehicles. And a common element in the reexamination process is the DMV's suspicion or belief that you suffer with some type of physical or mental condition that makes you unsafe to drive. And so the natural question becomes, how does a driver introduce evidence to the contrary? How do you prove that you are, in fact, physically and mentally okay to operate a motor vehicle? And the answer is we introduce this medical information through what's called a driver's medical evaluation. We call it a DME. A DME is a multi-page document that takes complicated medical information and reduces it to understandable, simple terms that the DMV can understand. Now, most often the DME is filled out by your primary care physician, but sometimes that person is not the correct medical professional to have address the issue. Perhaps you need to have an evaluation signed by a neurologist or a hematologist. There can be any variety of things going on that the DMV suspects renders you unsafe to drive, and you've got to address that with the proper medical professional. So page 1 of the DME you fill out. Page 2 through 5 is prepared by the reporting physician, and it's signed on the last page by that person. So it becomes his actual statement of your medical and physical health. This is the way that we introduce this information to the DMV. Now, we all know that it can take weeks to get an appointment with a primary care physician, and even longer if you've got to go see a specialist. So the question becomes, how do you possibly get all of this information gathered within the short time frame that you have to present yourself to the DMV? And the answer is, here at California Drivers Advocates, we enjoy such a good relationship with the DMV that we have the opportunity and the ability to request continuances and extensions so that we have the time necessary to gather all of the proper medical information we need to present you in the best light.